Hi, I'm Michael Lopez, owner and president of Alpha Mortgage. I'm excited to share with you a series of short, informative videos featuring industry experts from our area. From finding a home and making an offer, all the way to closing day, we'll answer questions that will explain what goes on during the home buying process. So let's get started. How did you keep up with the cost differences? I have some builders that I worked with that really had to cancel the contracts because their 2x4s and plywood package went from $11,000 to $33,000. And so to where they just could not build these houses, they canceled the contracts. I didn't see any of that happening with you guys. And that may be uncomfortable questions, but how did you do it?
Well, a lot of that comes back to the kind of guy that Craig Stevens, our owner, is. There were houses that we took a loss on, when that first huge lumber spike happened. There were some houses that we really didn't make money on. We were building that house for fun. But Craig, being the kind of guy he is, he said, I committed to build that house. We're gonna build that family their home. And so that's what we did. Now, we learned very quickly to make sure that we were adjusting and re-examining things and limiting the amount of contracts we were writing, which you hate to do in a sense, because you may have 25 families wanting to buy a home, but you can only sell 8 because you can't guarantee that you can get materials to build more than those 8. And you're not going to sign a contract to build a home, set the expectation that they're going to be in that home within 5 to 8 months, and instead have them waiting 18 months. We're not going to do that to someone. That's not fair.
Right.
And so we limited the number of homes that we sold, and it was specifically to avoid disappointing people and having them wait way too long for their house.
And I think that's kind of what's given some of the home builders a tough time.
Yeah.
I know some people shifted into doing kind of a almost quasi-spec home. And I think that you guys build to a certain point before you sell it, or how does that work?
So we began doing what we call Prefix Design. That was sort of the first big shift we made. And it was more to manage the product, the product issues, not being able to potentially get a certain cabinet or a certain floor. So we did a Prefix Design where we would build them to a certain point and then offer them for sale. And buyers would have the chance to come into our design studio and pick what they wanted in that home. Now, it was sort of pre-selected packages that they could choose between a few different looks, but it made sure that, say someone really wanted a light gray cabinet and oil rub bronze, finishes. Well, they were going to gravitate towards that urban style package. And so we tried to make sure that there was something to appeal to every, sense of taste and color palette. But that is one thing we did. And we have had to shift away from building from scratch for the time being. We're not able to do nearly as much of that as we would like to, but we know those days are coming back. And we are gearing up our design center to make sure that it is ready for when we can do it again.
I'm Michael Lopez, and thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give us a like and subscribe if you're not already, along with clicking the bell icon to be notified when we put out new videos. If you want to know more, please visit www.alphamortgage.com.